Come join the chorus, the mighty, mighty chorus. Back again. This is a lot of pressure. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, well, pretty much everybody should be new here because even I'm new here. But if you have not seen my first video, I'm going to figure out something. My nephew's gonna show me how to put it somewhere over here. But go ahead and watch my first video. It's like a vlog. It's from like 5 or 6 months ago. I'm doing bad, but I'm here to be more consistent and bring you guys some great content, some great value. And so yeah, I'm here to do all that, and I'm excited. So I wanted to start off just like, I think it would be appropriate just to do a little Q&A. You know, obviously you guys are gonna get to know me more through my content, but just to like, who is Tanya Germain, you know? And these questions are just some questions that I asked some of my friends or followers or whatever on Instagram. All right, so stay tuned if you want to see me answer some questions about myself. The first question that I was asked was, what is something that you cannot leave the house without? Something that I cannot leave the house without is, I think this is like obvious, but my cell phone. I feel like your cell phone just has everything on it. Like I've even left the house without my wallet, or without my wallet, and like I'm still okay because I have my Apple Pay connected to my phone, or like if I need to get an Uber, I don't need my actual card. But if I don't have my phone, I can't order an Uber. Like there's just a lot of things that you need your phone for nowadays, and that's just, it's just the reality. I don't think it's fortunate or unfortunate. I think it's convenient that everything is all in your phone, but you know, sometimes we get too caught up. But I can't leave the house without this right here. All right, the second question was, what is your ethnicity? So my parents were both born in Haiti, born and raised. They moved here in their like 30s, so they spent like a lot of their life in Haiti. I've never been to Haiti. I was not born in Haiti. I was born here, but I do not jack that I'm American. I mean, I guess my nationality is American, but my ethnicity, I'm black. My family is from Haiti. I'm Haitian. If somebody asks me, just to keep it simple, I will say that I am Haitian, okay? But I had to like kind of clarify. Do you have any phobias? So I live in New York City, and the rats out here are crazy. So yes, I am very phobic of rats. And there was a point in time where there was raccoons as well, like oddly enough, like in Harlem. So if I see a raccoon, I will cry. I will probably literally stop doing whatever I'm doing and just be debilitated. Like it's just, they're very scary and they're rabid, and sometimes they don't care. Like they will really attack you. I've seen stuff, and I'm just not with nothing. So you have any bad habits? I have a few. I have a bad habit. I learned this like not too long ago. I have a bad habit, I guess, of slamming doors. I didn't realize I do it. I guess I'm just trying to make sure the door is closed, but to other people, it seems like I'm slamming the door. And then I have like, this is like more serious for real. Like this is like a diagnosis, but like I really have a habit of like pulling out my eyelashes. Like I can't even get my lashes done anymore because I will just spend $100 and like a week later just pick them all out one by one. And obviously you're not supposed to do that. It pulls out your real lashes. I'm seeking help, okay? But those are like some of my habits. Nothing too crazy. Have you ever had a near-death experience? Yes, I have. And I'm like a dramatic person, which you will get to see. But in real life, like this really happened, and this is not me like being overly dramatic. Like I really almost died. So I was in Cuba. I was in Havana, Cuba, and we were leaving like some gated community type pool area. And if you've ever been to Cuba, unless you're like in the main like central Havana area, catching a cab is like impossible. Like really, like you might as well just start walking. But obviously we had a long distance to go. We couldn't just walk, so we were like trying to hail a cab for like 30 minutes. So a bus was coming, and this bus was like like a city bus, and it was also going like 100 something miles per hour. I don't even know how buses can go that fast, but like I thought I had more time than what I actually did, because it was coming in the distance, and I was like, oh snap, like that bus is like close to where I'm at, like I need to like get back on the curb. So within like 0.2 seconds, like it was already where I was. And like I don't even know if I physically got back on the sidewalk or if the archangel of the Lord pulled me up, but I some way somehow got back on the sidewalk and did not die. But I literally, that was like the closest I've ever been. I'm getting flashbacks. But someone asked me, what made you get into entrepreneurship? So this is a very great question. I feel like around the time that I got into entrepreneurship, everything was just, alignment was really just in my favor, I guess. I don't know if that made any sense. But around that time, my brother was a little bit, you know, disgruntled, disillusioned about just like work life, day job life. He had recently lost his day job just because nothing that he did. So at that time, my brother was just really diving into like, you know, what are my other options so that I don't have to, he had found another job like within a day, because that's just how he does. But, you know, just to make ends meet. But, you know, he knew that he needed a longer term plan. So he started like, you know, reading some personal development books and really getting his mindset right, and really thinking about what he wanted to do for the long term so that his livelihood never had to, you know, fall on someone else's terms. Or so the book he was reading, he lent it to me after. He was like, read this book, it's great, and it's changed my mindset. Like everything that I thought was true, everything we grew up on is just a lie. And so I read the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. It just really put so many things into perspective for me about just like how majority of people live their life. And it's just, I don't want to call it right or wrong, but there's just so much just a lack of, I guess, education on the options that we have and the way that we could really have just ownership and autonomy over our life, that we just either don't know about, don't believe that we can, don't have interest, because we you know, it's hard. So anyway, so around that time, and it's like the long story, but long story short,
long story short is a phrase.
After I finished reading that book, I actually was just in the right place at the right time, having a conversation with my best friend and my now business mentor or whatever. He shared some insight about what it is that he does, and it sounded really good. It was exactly what I needed at the time, because I knew after reading that book, like I'm the type of person, like if I read something or hear something, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, that was great. Like I want to understand, like, how can I implement and, you know, manifest. And so, you know, what he was saying sounded good. I knew I wanted to make a shift into investorship, make a shift into entrepreneurship, but I didn't know what vehicle, like how I could get there. You know, when we think of entrepreneurship, a lot of times we think we have to reinvent the wheel, and there's sometimes are, you know, systems that already exist that we can have a piece of that pie as well and still be considered an entrepreneur. So that was exactly, you know, the information that he shared with me, and it sounded great, and I went for it. And I would not have even got half as far as I have gotten, you know, without that mentor, without that mentorship, should I say. And, you know, if you are gonna go into business, you know, you need people. You need mentors, you need partners. Like I know that we live in a time where it's just like, you know, came up, that's on me, but that's not, I don't know, there's nothing really great about being able to say that. Like even Drake needs people. He couldn't have done it without, you know, his label or his managers or whatever. So that's my little entrepreneurship story. What is your goal, or what are your goals for this channel? So that's a great question. I feel like there's so many different things I can do. I can definitely talk for days. I've been told I'm a Gemini, so that means I'm talkative, I guess, whatever. But there's so much to talk about. I could really come on here and just speak so much about like what I've learned about life, about everything. So I do plan on bringing some value in that way. Also, like I really like cooking. I think I really have like a unique way of putting recipes together. So I would love to just bring you guys into the kitchen and show you guys how I do stuff, my twist on like certain meals. I love makeup and stuff, but I really I really don't know. I'll maybe do like 1 or 2, maybe like basic makeup tutorials, nothing too crazy, no eyeshadow, none of that. That was like my dream when I first wanted to start a YouTube, just to go ham with the makeup, but it's really a lot. That's just not the goal or the priority right now, so I really have to be disciplined. So I don't know that I'll do too much beauty stuff. I do want to kind of stay in one niche or niche, whatever, but there's just so many different things I could do. I would love to do like challenges and stuff, but I don't want to dilute the channel. I don't want it to be like just for entertainment. I really do want, you know, a specific type of audience, whatever that might look like, to really vibe with me, connect with me, get value from what I'm sharing, and just come back. And if you come back, you are gonna love it here, I promise. So I think that's it. I might have skipped a question or 2, but that's my business. So go ahead and do what you gotta do. Subscribe, like, comment. I feel like I don't have to tell you to do that. If you found value, you're gonna do all those things anyway. But come back, because there's plenty more.